Well, hi there, Cancer. Happy June. Welcome back to your new happy place. So today's reading is going to be for June 2024. Of course, any reading that you find is timeless. It's going to show up when you need it to. That's how digital magic works, right? So, your reading here. Let me do say thank you for the likes, subscribe, shares, all that beautiful love. Thank you so much. So we have Rado here, which is the fifth rune in the runic alphabet, and it means the chariot of the sun, which is super cool because that's the transition that the sun makes from one point of the sky to the other. Wonderful, wonderful concept, just as big and wide as we can possibly stretch it to be, which is my happy place. Okay, so let's see here. We have anapausis, which is essentially Greek for take a break. I love this lovely kind of like bionic womb recharge, revitalize embryo moment that this figure is having. How beautiful is that? Hi, kitty. That's our little mascot, North Star. For those of you that haven't met her yet, she rescued me from Walmart and we started making videos that day. So we have Air Force from the Awake Oracle. Beautiful cards. All right. We have Focus. What number? Number 14. Interesting. This is from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Very temperance even almost. Focus. I love that. I feel like it was everything. Okay. And Cancer, we have the rainbow. Nice. Does that say 41? I think it does. Beautiful. You have 1441, which is a magical number. Please do look that up. If my phone wasn't in the other room, I would look it up for you right now. Let's see. Okay, so we only have two archetypes for this particular monthly because of this rune being the transition. So here we go. This is where you're coming from. The warrior. The warrior. All that beautiful rainbow perspective coming from this. I love it. Cancer, if I'm not mistaken, you were the warrior last. Maybe. Was it you? I think so. I know Starborn was part of it. Oh, maybe that was another one. But where are we going? Beautiful. Right where you should be, beautiful Cancer moon child. The eternal child, right where we all should be. And now look at how all of that perspective is an open, beautiful, cherished thing. Whereas this is like, attempting to get the understanding, right? Working through all of this wisdom, getting with this serpent here in the third eye, this gem in the third eye. It's like achieving all of that wisdom, achieving all that perspective, right? And this is the next stage. I love that. What a beautiful progression, even visually. I love that. Okay, cool. Focus. And now the rainbow itself is about the seven spiritual steps of the path, a full spiritual path, rather, all the colors of the rainbow, which is really beautiful considering. Wow, this is so pretty already. I love it. I love it. I mean, not even pretty. Like, what's the word? That's a beautiful transition. A beautiful shift from one side of the sky, wow, to the other. Okay, Cancer. If this isn't the most beautiful beginning to a reading, wow. I mean, mind blown. Seriously. That's beautiful. Just beautiful. Whew. Okay, so essentially, you're going into like cocoon almost of your own choice, of your own choosing, to focus on your own blooming. This butterfly on this focus and this bird projecting out from the rainbow. It's like nest time. Self-imposed bionic bubble time. Eternal child. Now that you have the knowledge, focus on yourself and progress. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Excuse me. Have a sip of water. Say thank you. All right. Spirit. Oh, I just did that. All right. Shows the transition from the warrior to the eternal child. For Cancer, for the month of June, please. Wow. Situation is the world. I think I might try to see if we can't lay these this way for y'all. I was thinking about that earlier. By the way, I have a bunch of downloads for June, so we're going to be playing with some stuff. But I want to make sure that everybody gets a monthly zodiac reading, so that way I can play a little. I hope everybody likes my beautiful, lovely, experimental Oracle Explorer awesomeness. So here we go, anyway. Again, thank you for the likes and subscribes and the coming with the learning curve. So we have the world as your situation. The King of Swords, that would be very much that perspective and the force of air, and knowing that you are on a true spiritual path, and it is time to sit back and see exactly what that sword is in your hands. I like that. Let's see, can we see that? Yeah. Temperance. Temperance is the foundation. Oh my gosh, I love it. Let me move this a little bit. Pardon. We're gonna go that way? Yeah. We'll see what happens. Hi, kitty. Okay, this is going to be Cancer in the past. Strange to read it sideways. Okay, so Cancer in the past, coming up to this point of having this perspective, you have been on your path. That full spectrum path of the warrior, figuring out how you feel about things. Okay. My cards upset. Okay, Seven of Wands is going to be the surrounding environment. Okay. Perspective. Knowing what you stand for. Knowing what you stand for. Didn't I just mention temperance? Temperance is the foundation. Number 14. As well as focus here from this Queen of the Moon. And then 41 with the rainbow. Very temperance. Wow, Cancer. This is a real alchemical transmutation moment for you. Again, you're all that rainbow perspective, all that collective, all that perspective, all that experience, all that knowledge, all that every bit of stuff that you've gained up until now. You're being asked to put yourself in a bubble, a beautiful little bubble of focus on yourself as the never-ending, beautiful, magical, all that is that you are. Wow. Okay, what does Cancer look like right now? 10 of Wands. Okay, so you know this. You're ready to go into this. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it a cocoon. It looks like even a cocoon on the world card. But calling yourself, complete or educated, wisdom, again, filling up to be able to, be full of yourself when you open back up. Again, finding your center and shining a light out. Whereas this, the warrior, is collecting, you know, understanding but collecting. This is holding and expressing. Wow. Different energy right there. Okay, so Hanged Man is how the world plays out. Okay. So your transition from the warrior to the eternal child. It's the world to the hanged man, which is exactly what you're being asked for. Is to chill in the soup of what you already know and let it simmer in there. Let it simmer in there. Not even simmer. That's not the right word. I'm sorry. Temperance, not simmer. This person is not simmering. There's all kinds of activity going on in this realm of half submersed, and she's got this blue butterfly figure on her forehead. There's a lot of magic happening in this card. I didn't mean to underestimate the power. Now that I'm holding it up, what phases? Waxing give us 5. Yeah, I mean, and she's glowing. She's glowing. I don't know if you can see that with the lighting, but she is glowing. Okay. Very much like this rainbow expressed, but like putting it towards yourself. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. I feel like maybe this is it. I feel like shuffling them. All right, let's for 1 second. Okay, we got the Chariot. We got the Chariot, and that's going to be you in the future. So owning that you have all the perspective that you need, or at least knowing that you have the avenue to that perspective. You found your center. You know where your information comes from, and it doesn't come in from any book. Is what this looks like to me. So you found in Cancer, the Chariot, is exactly who you should be, understanding the riddle and riding the middle, which is exactly that. Knowing that you have all the answers you need in the moment that you're in and complete in that. That's why you can be easy. That's why you can be so deep. But I think the only way out is up at this point. I think that's what we're being shown. And that requires a cocoon stage for a moment. Assessment. This is going to be the center. Exactly. Okay. 8 of Pentacles is going to be the bridge, this event, this middle, the transitional phase. This is self-mastery. Okay. And again, it's understanding that you already understand and using that to add understanding to your, eternal child aspect. Those magical parts of you that need to be softened. Your disenchantment for, maybe the what is now that you know that there's less, how do I want to say that? There's like less rough edges. Does that make sense? You can be deep, knowing that you'll know what you need to know when you need to know it. You won't feel defensive if that helps. Okay, and this is going to be the cross, the 9 of Pentacles, which makes sense. Just standing in that knowledge that you will absolutely, you are complete. I mean, you've got the rainbow here upright. You've got this anapausis, as in you are ready to take a break. Let Spirit take care of you. You have absolutely earned this bubble of beautiful. Like, sit in it. Your transition is from the warrior to the eternal child, which is pulling back in and appreciating the golden understanding that you now have and adding layers of understanding to that. That's so beautiful. Okay. Exactly. The star. All right. The star is your hopes for May. I love that. And again, the star is what's on the Chariot's forehead. Very magical, Cancer. Very magical. Air Force, for sure, the rainbow. Focus power. Oh, I wish I could remember your reading from last month because I know it was something about um, coming into coming into your glory to your story. That was it. I think that was it. Okay. All right. Let's see. What's next? What's your fear? King of Cups. Okay. Very interesting. Well, if the cross is standing in it, but your hope is being able to fully express it from the inside out as the star. Temperance is the situation. King of Cups is your fear. You know what? I think that you're being told, not to be afraid of expressing your emotions. Because again, you're going to be in that safe place, which is the other side of that fine line of understanding the riddle and riding the middle because you don't have anything to worry about because you're so deep, you know the answer and you know what you need to know when you need to know it. Okay? You have that is here. And then you're being told there is nothing to defend because you know everything in the moment that you're in. If you believe that to be true. And you're being asked to focus on just how true that is. So this fear, it will come from within whenever you're ready. Don't be worried about expressing it. When the time comes, you're going to express it and there's not going to be any holding you back. Because you do go deep, Cancer. You do. Can you guys see these cards? Let's see. Up all the way. Okay, that's good, right? There we go. Okay. Nice. All right, that'll work. The how does the King of Cups progress, please? The Ace of Cups, exactly. It's going to overflow. That's very eternal child. That's very, when you come out of this bubble, there's not going to be any misunderstandings that you focused. And now you are a rainbow overflowing. There's going to be no hiding the beautiful. You're not going to be able to hide that you feel it. You're not going to be able to. You're not going to want to. You're not going to want to. You're going to feel all this to be true. And understanding is the golden touch that changes the world. And Cancer, you guys are inherently built to understand at the deepest levels. At the deepest levels. And I know that's hard sometimes. But the other side of that is how deeply beautiful it is. How deeply beautiful it is and how much of a gift that truly is. Advice, Queen of Cups, exactly, cherish it. Devote yourself to the beautiful parts. Because it is truly your natural gift. Natural gift. And you're being asked to really look into that beautiful grail of your own and focus on your own becoming is what I just heard. Wow. The outcome. Judgments. Judgments. Talk about the eternal child and take a break because all that is said so. I'm going to go ahead and wrap you up in a beautiful bubble and love you until you know it's true. Talk about magic. That is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Can you guys see this? So beautiful. Holy moly. What do we have? Oh. Okay, well, that's the difference between the warrior and the eternal child. This is what we have on the bottom, the Nine of Swords. That, again, is the difference between your mind is a terrible thing to waste. And a Cancer, really, your sweet spot is not all this air flying around. Determine that you know, and then feel your way through it. Okay? Don't do this. Because, as much intense emotion as you guys can play with at any one time, we're making stuff real. And I think you're again being asked to look at the glory in your story and to be easy and look at how far you have come and how far you are going and how much you really, how many different colors there are to every situation, right? Your word is your wand. It really is. And your emotions are magical. So be aware of what you're creating. And do focus on that golden touch of understanding because that looks like your gold. Absolute what's being highlighted here. I love that. Okay. Don't worry, be happy. Turn your frown upside down. Turn that frown upside down. I'm going to put a little looky. Where is the camera here? Can you see that? Sparkle wherever you go, right? Looky. Okay, we're going to put a little unicorn on your little worry. There's no worry. Where can you see that? We're going to put that right there and send you off with it. I love that. The warrior, you don't need to defend yourself. You are already protected. Glory in that bubble you are being asked to climb into and be warm, to come out whole. Love you, Cancer. Happy June.